So far in this series about rocket launchers, we've been talking about one thing: the mighty Demolisher rocket, the blasters that fire them, and which ones are going to be going head to head to see which one is the best. But today, I have a special video in store for you, and this little guy doesn't even come close to what we're going to talk about. Today, we are talking about this big, beautiful Titan missile. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? DJ Darkbeat here, bringing you another blaster review video. Welcome back to our series on rocket launchers. We'll call this episode 6 supplemental because technically this is not a Demolisher rocket launcher. It does not shoot one of these tiny little wimpy rockets. No, it shoots a big boy missile. This was the biggest daddy, I think, ever that was produced, and it is pretty friggin' awesome. So today we're going to be talking about the Titan AS V.1, I believe it's called, and the Power Unity system, released in 2003. This is technically the original rocket launcher. This thing, I don't know if you want to call it a rocket launcher or a missile launcher, but this thing was bad as bad can be. It fired these giant rockets crazy hard and produced the hits, which is why I don't think we saw much more of this. Originally, the Demolisher was supposed to be a pump-up air system. Now, again, Titan is a rear pump with an air tank inside. It has a pressure gauge on the side to let you know how full your tank is. And then with one trigger pull, the air is released and this behemoth flies. So it really is something crazy. Now, I won't bore you with the rest of the details, but it doesn't suck. I'll tell you that. It shoots these missiles amazing, and that wasn't even fully pumped up. I just, didn't want to sit here for 20 minutes pumping it up. And this thing is not easy to pump up. Now, let's go over the blaster a little bit. So, again, this came out in 2003. It was re-released again in 2004, and then came out one more time in 2010. I believe it was, and they were all the same each time. It was released under N-Strike and different packaging and all that stuff, but the blaster was the same. Now, in the Unity power system, you got the Titan AS V.1, you got the Hornet, what is this, CS6 or something like that, AS6. This was also pump, and then you had 6 shots. You could single shot or pop that button on the side and fire them all at once. But you also had the Scout IX3 or IX whatever. What is this called? IX3. This is actually my favorite pistol. I love the way this pistol feels. It's light, it's cool, it's a top prime, single shot, storage for 2 more darts in the side. But this whole system goes together in a pretty cool way. All right, let me show you with movie magic. Here we go. And there we go, the Power Unity system. You have the Scout on the side, which you can prime on the blaster and fire, or this button right here fires the blaster. So you can fire the Scout with the Titan, and you could also fire the Hornet with the Titan. Now, this front trigger is the Hornet blast. So if you pull this trigger while this is pumped up, it will fire all 6 of the darts that are in the Hornet. So the Hornet goes something like that, and then fire. So pretty damn cool. So this was the Unity power system, but today we are only going to be talking about the Titan. Okay, so just the Titan. Now, you have honestly not felt pure joy until you have fired one of these rockets from this beautiful big blaster. Now, the reason I don't think Hasbro has made any more of these is because, man, these things were capable of hitting crazy distances, crazy FPS, and these things were being modified to shoot smaller darts. I mean, elite darts, mega darts. Now there's because the barrel just screws off, so you can screw in a different barrel that's a little bit different size, and then you could fire Mega XLs off these. Now, if you fired a Mega XL out of this, I mean, you'd be amazed at the speed that these darts travel. So this thing, I think, was more of a liability. It's got a huge air tank in it, and these were used to pieces of it were used to mod, and things were used to mod these things a lot because of the air tank that's in this, the size of the air tank, and it was very durable as well. So this was a great blaster. Now, I'm telling you, this is so friggin' amazing to fire, and it's just probably, if you like rocket launchers, this thing makes a Demolisher. This is like 6 Demolisher Rockets. This makes Demolisher Rocket look like a child's toy, which it is, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so now, without further ado, let's take this outside and fire some of these big babies off. Stick with me. Okay guys, as usual, we are 50 feet away. I already have it pumped up 20 times, just so you get an idea. So this is pumped up 20 pumps, and let's see what we got. All right, here we go. So from 50 feet with 20 pumps, that was that. All right, now let me reload and fire one more.
A few moments later.
All right, reloaded and ready to go. Here we go. See what I'm talking about, guys? All right, let's take it inside and talk about it. Okay, guys, so the Titan AS V.1. I mean, it's amazing. 20 pumps, 50 feet, it's there. The second rocket, I pumped it up a little bit more off camera, and damn, you see how big these things are? And it fired at 50 feet on a line and could have went further. So I understand why Hasbro stopped making these, because people were turning these into definite destroyers. And with the amount of air pressure that this thing delivers, it's just unbelievable. I would like to get this to maybe fire the Demolisher Rockets, or at the very least the Titan, the Mega XLs. If I'll probably mod one to do that. But again, this front piece, it unscrews, and I've seen there's Etsy shops that are selling just replacement pieces that you could just screw right on, and you're ready to go. But this is stuff you can go down to your local hardware store, Home Depot or whatever, buy a piece of pipe and fitting, and just put it in, and you can fire whatever you want. You could do some kind of inline clip kind of thing and shoot regular dart, but whatever you shoot out of this, again, look at the size of this. This is not light compared to this. This weighs nothing compared to this. This is a gigantic piece of foam. It flies straight. It doesn't hurt when you get hit. The top is very soft. I've had to repair a few of these, and because the tops, you know, over time didn't stay on. But I think this was $39.99 when it came out for the whole Unity power system, which was great. Now, there's a lot of jerks online. I've seen these on eBay. People are selling them for $399, $300, whatever you want. If somebody wants to give me $300 for the Unity power system, send me an email. I will send it right out immediately to you, because I have more than one of these. So if anybody's willing to drop that kind of stupid money, please email me first. I'll send it out to you with a ribbon. I'll throw in another blaster. But yeah, it's not worth that kind of money to me. I mean, it's cool, it's rare, because it did come out a long time ago, but that doesn't mean it's rare, worth $300. New in the box, yeah, it's cool if you're a collector and you want something like that. Okay, I could see spending a little bit more, but don't spend stupid money on something like this. You can thrift these. I have seen them on like Facebook Marketplace and out there in the world for $10, $15. You know, I picked this one up, or I don't know if it was this exact one. I picked it up for $10. So it's really cool. A lot of them have air leaks. Some of them, see the gauge, I can't get the gauge to stay facing forward. keeps going back. So this is supposed to turn front and back, but mine turns, and then when you let go, it goes forward. So it's an old blaster. It's not new, so but it's really cool. And as you can see, this thing delivers the hits like none other. This has to be probably the most powerful blaster, especially to shoot the projectile that size, ever. And if you know something that I don't, you know, put it in the comments below if you can think of something from back in the day that shoots better than this, because this one shoots just crazy. It only came with one rocket, so I think the rockets are more rare than the blaster. It's easier to find this than it is to find this. So the fact that I have two of them, I'm actually happy with that. I have two of them. You know, I got one needed repair. I fixed it and it's fine. But yeah, whenever I could find these, I'll pick these up before I pick these up. That's for sure. But the Hornet was a cool blaster too, and especially that you can have. I mean, it was a big, bulky, goofy thing when they were all attached, but it was kind of cool that you can have 6-shot missile and then fire a single shot from your little blaster. And the Scout, I love this pistol. It feels so good. If you can ever pick one of these up, you find one of these on thrift, pick it up. Highly recommended. I love this little pistol. It is fantastic. It just feels so nice. Probably one of the best grips, at least from my hand, I've ever encountered. I love this grip. I love this pistol. This is one of my favorite little sidearms. Again, I digress. Let's get back to the Titan. So I know this is not a Demolisher rocket launcher, but I didn't feel right not including this in this series. So you've seen what this baby can do. This is a beast. If I do mod it, which I do plan on it, I'm going to get it to at least shoot the Demolisher rockets. But I am probably going to convert this to Mega XL. Pumping this thing up is not an easy feat. This is technically meant to stand on. You put it down and you pump it. These are supposed to be foot pads, and then you pump it up like that. If you're pumping it up by hand like this, you better have some muscle, because it is not easy to get this thing to 20 pumps. I got it to 30, and I'm not a weak guy, and my arms were getting sore from getting this thing up to 30 pumps. But when it got to 30, it shot this thing like a missile, no pun intended. So that's the Titan AS V.1. It belonged in this series because of what it does. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.